Семёна! Мими! Мими, не такая.
Ay, makanya gini ya.
我去。
那你在这上不来，找你的凳子。好，小橘去开门，开门，好，开门进去，关门。
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
太难了。
半斤。你别笑！
哎呀，哎我去！啊！哎。
Caralho, que porra é isso, meu irmão?
Ay, familia.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Little Dog, The World in Your Eyes. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. The day Little Dog bounded into my life, everything changed. He was a tiny fluff ball, no bigger than a loaf of bread, with sparkling brown eyes that seemed to hold the entire universe. His golden fur shimmered under the sunlight, and his wagging tail was like a metronome of pure happiness. I found him at a local shelter, curled up in a corner, looking at me as if he'd been waiting just for me. When I picked him up, he nestled into my arms, and I knew we were meant to be. Little Dog's first day at home was a whirlwind of excitement. He zoomed around the living room, chasing his own tail, tumbling over cushions, and yipping with delight. His curiosity was endless. Every corner of the house was an adventure. He'd sniff a sock, pounce on a squeaky toy, and then look up at me with those big, trusting eyes, as if saying, "What's next, human?" I couldn't help but laugh as he tried to drag a blanket twice his size across the floor, determined to make it his throne. Our mornings became a ritual of joy. Little Dog would wake me up by hopping onto the bed, his cold nose nudging my face. His playful barks were like music, urging me to start the day. We'd go for walks in the park, where he'd chase butterflies and roll in the grass, his little legs moving so fast they blurred. Every passerby couldn't resist his charm. His wagging tail and bright eyes made even the grumpiest stranger smile. Little Dog wasn't just a pet. He was a burst of sunshine, turning ordinary days into treasures. His favorite game was fetch, though he had his own rules. He'd grab his tiny tennis ball, drop it at my feet, and then zoom off before I could even throw it, as if he was racing the wind itself. Watching him play filled my heart with warmth. Little Dog taught me that happiness doesn't need to be complicated. It's in the simple moments, like the way he'd flop onto my lap after a long day of exploring, his soft snores filling the quiet room. With him, life felt lighter, brighter, and full of love. Little Dog may have been small, but his spirit was as big as the world. Every walk was an epic quest in his eyes. The park near our house was his kingdom, where every squirrel was a rival and every stick a treasure. One day, he spotted a particularly cheeky squirrel and took off like a rocket, his little legs pumping with determination. I chased after him, laughing so hard I could barely breathe. When he finally stopped, he looked back at me, tail wagging proudly, as if he'd just conquered Mount Everest. At home, Little Dog turned the simplest things into grand adventures. A cardboard box became a fortress, and a squeaky toy was his trusty sidekick. He'd leap into the box, pop out with a triumphant bark, and then dive back in, as if he'd discovered a new world. I'd join in, pretending to be a monster attacking his castle, and his playful growls would fill the air. Those moments were pure magic. His boundless energy and imagination made every day feel like a storybook. He also had a knack for making friends. At the dog park, Little Dog was the star. Bigger dogs would tower over him, but he'd prance around fearlessly, inviting them to play with a wag of his tail. Even shy pups couldn't resist his charm. One time, he befriended a grumpy old bulldog who hadn't played in years. By the end of the day, they were chasing each other, and Little Dog's joyful yips echoed through the park. He had a way of spreading happiness, like a little ambassador of love. Our evenings were just as special. After dinner, Little Dog would curl up next to me on the couch, his warmth a comforting weight against my side. I'd read or watch TV, and he'd watch me with those soulful eyes, as if he understood every word. Sometimes, he'd nudge my hand for pets, and I'd oblige, scratching behind his ears until he sighed in contentment. In those quiet moments, I realized Little Dog wasn't just my dog. He was my partner in crime, my confidant, and my source of endless joy. Little Dog has a way of seeing the world that's taught me so much. To him, every day is a gift, every moment an opportunity for wonder. A walk in the rain, a chance to splash in puddles, a new person at the door, a potential friend. His optimism is infectious, and it's changed how I see life. On tough days, when the world feels heavy, Little Dog's wagging tail and eager eyes remind me to find joy in the little things. A warm breeze, a kind word, or a moment of laughter. One of my favorite memories is our trip to the beach. Little Dog had never seen the ocean before, and when we arrived, his excitement was electric. He raced toward the waves, barking at them as they rolled in, then scampered back to me, soaked and grinning. He dug in the sand, chased seagulls, and even tried to carry a piece of driftwood bigger than he was. Watching him explore, so fearless and full of life, I felt my worries melt away. Little Dog showed me that the world is vast and beautiful, and all it takes is a curious heart to see it. He's also taught me about love. Little Dog gives it so freely, whether it's an enthusiastic lick on my face or the way he curls up in my lap, trusting me completely. In return, I've learned to love more openly, to cherish the moments we share. When I come home after a long day, his ecstatic welcome, spinning in circles, yipping with joy, makes everything better. It's like he's saying, "You're home, and that's all that matters." As I write this, Little Dog is snoozing at my feet, his little paws twitching as he dreams of chasing squirrels or exploring new lands. His presence is a constant reminder that life is meant to be lived with joy, curiosity, and love. Through his eyes, the world is a playground, full of possibilities and wonders. Little Dog, my tiny hero, has shown me that happiness is a choice. One he makes every day, and one I'm learning to make, too, thanks to him. Little Dog's story is a heartwarming reminder that joy and wonder can be found in everyday moments, a lesson we can all apply in our fast-paced modern lives. His boundless curiosity and ability to find adventure in the simplest things, like chasing a squirrel or splashing in puddles, teach us to slow down and appreciate the small joys around us. In today's world, where stress and digital distractions often dominate, we can emulate Little Dog's approach by seeking out moments of presence, whether it's enjoying a walk in nature, laughing with loved ones, or savoring a quiet evening. His fearless enthusiasm for making friends, even with a grumpy bulldog, encourages us to connect with others openly, fostering kindness in our communities. Little Dog's unconditional love and optimism inspire us to approach challenges with resilience and a positive mindset, reminding us that happiness is a choice we can make daily. By adopting his perspective, seeing the world as a playground of possibilities, we can find balance and meaning in our busy lives. Take time to notice the little things, spread kindness, and let love guide your actions, just like Little Dog does with every wag of his tail.